Revealing area.
Close enough. What's in my output right now?
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
Alrighty, let's get back into it. It's gonna be CMU finally taking up a point. Sorry about all of the technical issues we just had. Things are gonna be a little bit weird tonight.
Last round.
Yeah,
before
but
the
we're
switch.
back, so we can start commentating again.
And it's 8-3.
Yeah, we missed quite a bit of the game. AKRON has taken the lead here by a large margin.
Pretty decent margin. 5 points is not impossible. But it's the last round before the swap here, which means CMU is going to be looking to do whatever they can here on this map. And I would love to give a little bit more analysis, but unfortunately, we missed a little bit of the game. It's okay. See how it goes here. CMU is going to be pushing up through mid. Actually, a pretty large split. yAime and Jay are pushing through mid, but Originator's going to shut that down.
Spike down mid.
Yep. Slowly getting picked off one by one.
One enemy remaining.
Yeah, it's going to leave just Bannable left on the spike. Kind of against the world. A flawless round is going to hit 9-3 for AKRON. Which, I mean, they talk about 9-3 curse.
Yeah. I don't think we're gonna make it out of this, but we can try.
It's possible.
We can try to close the gap a little bit. And
Yeah.
We're now on defense, and it looks like we're gonna be a little bit more split up for defending right now.
Of course, this is what happens, when, it happens a lot, and it's kind of, it's kind of unfortunately our fault a little bit. When you have to do a tech pause for, 5 minutes or so like that, it kind of messes with the flow a little bit. It messes with the tempo. And so it can kind of stagger you just a little bit if you're not quite ready to get back into it. Which it seems like maybe that's something that happened here is CMU just a little bit not quite all there to go in. It's going to be AKRON going full B here.
Standing ahead.
Yeah.
From what we saw, it didn't seem like CMU did a lot of that, so it's going to be interesting to see how they're ready to respond here as they push in.
Everything's moving really fast right now. Central Michigan did win the last pistol, so I do have hope for them.
BeefStroganoff's going to grab 2. yAime making it 3. Almost 4. So close. Borst is going to grab that 2, making it an even 2v2. Spikes down. Let's see how it goes here. Bannable and Jay against all of these strong players of AKRON here.
Bannable able to get that pick off.
And Borst is so low.
Yeah,
not going to be
very
able to
low.
defend this too much.
Yeah.
Jay's pretty close here. Got a pretty good angle. Yep.
Perfect.
That's second. If nothing else, our pistol rounds are looking pretty good.
Yeah, we're doing really good on pistol, so
I'm pretty
I'll
happy
take
with
it.
that, yeah.
And now our economy is going to be really well for this next round, so hopefully we get the next round as well.
It's a good way to start it off for sure. It's of the 4 points that CMU has now, 2 of them, or 3 of them I suppose, have been because of pistol rounds. And so these could be a really good way for us to start this off. Start this half off, maybe try to recover that now 5-point deficit.
Yeah, get some of that momentum back, some of that energy back, so.
It all starts here. It's gonna be AKRON's gonna be looking to do mostly on A. It's gonna be one player. It's gonna be that Vice going over through mid.
Yeah, Central Michigan only having 2 people on A right now, so we'll see how they're able to handle that.
Deal. Oh, Jade fell off the map.
Oh.
Whoops.
Oopsie.
That's embarrassing.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be 3 players down for CMU. BeefStroganoff grabs his 1. That's good to see.
Planted.
Yeah, it seems like when it's left down to the final few, yAime and BeefStroganoff are usually able to hit their shots pretty well, so let's see if they're able to do that.
Not even that much damage goes down. yAime and Stroganoff could be the ones to save it here, grabbing extra guns, extra firepower. They'll do what they can. Pugs with the outlaw going crazy.
They still did really well for having one of their players fall into the abyss and the rest of them getting picked off right away. So it's nice to see them at least being able to connect those shots really well, even if they were not able to secure the round.
For sure. It's going to be a little bit better now. It's a little interesting to see how it goes. But 10-4 now.
Yeah, AKRON only having 2 until match point, so hopefully Central Michigan's able to get another game out of this.
And if not, that's okay. There's like we said at the top of the game, for those who were able to catch that, this is not CMU's strongest map. This is, I mean, they haven't played it that much. It's just not really familiar territory for them. So, okay, we go on to, if they start looking at map 2, might be they might be fine with a little bit more comfort.
Yeah, hopefully.
Meanwhile, Spad's gonna go down to poke champ as AKRON comes flooding in onto B site. Ooh, Bannable, not quite gonna lose any health, but so many players here.
Yeah.
One thing I've noticed that kind of seems very important on this game is this map specifically with this. Flank angles are so important. It seems like the defenders are able to wrap around. Oh, super quick, nice Stroganoff grabbing his piece. One player left now. AKRON looks to hold it out. 1v1 Stroganoff. He's decently held up. Oh, there comes the ult in from Vice. He's gonna be jammed. He's gonna be slow. He can't walk too fast. Stuck where he's one place.
He doesn't have that many options, and Vice coming in hot, trying to get that.
Rob, he didn't have his gun out.
No.
All that time, he could pull his weapon out. Maybe he would have fired it off. 11-4 now as AKRON comes into pretty close to the map point.
Yeah, there was an interesting move there, not pulling out their gun, but he didn't have that many options with trying to defuse and trying to get that Vice at the same time.
Yes, this should do.
Unfortunately, it's going to be a little bit, pushed it a little bit off the back, pushed onto the back foot against AKRON.
This is a nice spot.
It's going to be interesting to see how can they stabilize it all. There's kind of one thing, we don't worry about it too much. One thing I've seen AKRON's aggression here as they push their way through. I mean, you can already see it here on this next one. It's been so strong for them throughout this point. Okay, Bannable's gonna open it up. A nice first pick, make it 2.
Yeah. Really good aim here. Spad being able to take out that Clove and taking out another one. That just leaves the one last player for AKRON. Definitely could be an easy match for Central. Wow, flawless.
That's what I like to see.
Yeah.
Very nice.
That was a really good play out, how they did that. I hope that we can keep seeing that because that was really good planning and really good teamwork for Central.
One thing's for certain, hope is not lost here. If they can do that, maybe that gives them a little bit of good feelings of, okay, we can keep doing this. We can push this a little bit farther. And okay, 11-5. You know, that's still 6 consecutive points they have to do to take this into overtime. But hey, we'll see how it goes. Ooh, interesting. We can see as we pull up the scoreboard, AKRON is forced onto a save round here, so they're not gonna have the firepower that CMU.
Standing ahead.
This hopefully will give Central Michigan a really big advantage, and hopefully they can get the score just a little bit closer.
Spad's gonna be caught in the flank here. There's a lot of people right behind him.
Yeah, only so much you can do there when you're surrounded on all sides.
Too many angles you got to watch. It's a little difficult. Bannable got so much damage, 22 health. yAime's got it covered though. I say that Borst grabs his 2. Making a 2-4 here. Jay and BeefStroganoff are the only team members of CMU left standing. God, it's
this is really disappointing seeing that Central Michigan had so much more gun power than AKRON, and they still are not able to pick off these players.
It's all about the flank angles there. That seem to be the thorn in the side for CMU. Just can't. Too many places you gotta be watching. Watch behind, watch in front.
Yeah.
And now it's the match point.
AKRON could win it here, get the win on the first map, so.
See how it goes here.
Looks like the economy is pretty even between both teams. Could be anybody's game.
I think it's, if we look at AKRON, they're probably looking to just full buy, push it through, you know, just put it in, you know. They're not looking to save anything if they can help it.
Looks like they're gonna head towards A, and Central Michigan doesn't really have that many people near A to defend it, so.
One thing, CMU does have 4 ults online, which could be the key difference here to be able to kind of hold that off. I say that Spad is going to get caught in the 1v1. See how that goes. He grabs it, he's good for it. On the other side of reality, BeefStroganoff grabs 2. He's going to make it pretty well for CMU here. They should be able to get this up.
Just have one more, and yAime looks like he's trying to get that kill. Oh, both members are able to get picked.
And now it's a 1v1 Jay versus Swig. Jay has the operator. Could be a one-shot. Potentially. He grabs his half. Not able to come in there. It's still 1 extra decided he's gonna swap the gun out. He wants something that's gonna be a little bit
Will
higher
he be
firepower.
able to defuse in time? He is
Got it,
able
nice.
to.
Before, avoid that 1v1.
Yep.
Loses anyways, but that's okay. It doesn't matter now. It's
We still got the
12-6.
point. Yep. I am really glad that we were able to win that. Definitely helps the morale here. It still is on match point,
But the way that CMU looks at this is, yeah, okay, so they've, I mean, you can see it here, they would have to take this into an overtime to be able to even have a chance of winning this. But what you look at is, okay, they can bleed. We can take points off of
Yes.
them. Okay, cool. So we do that as much as we can. Make your minor adaptations. Try to figure out how this team plays in whatever rounds come up here.
yeah.
Skandar could be pretty good to get some intel.
Yeah, they can definitely take whatever information they get from this and apply it to the next map.
Information's gonna be coming pretty quick here. It's Jake. He's gonna be able to bring it up. CMU is gonna be up one player for AKRON's too.
Yeah.
Because knives out. He's gonna be looking to go hunting.
Yeah. Looks like they're just trying to find where AKRON is right now and being able to pick off those last few players.
Swig's creeping around, but Jay's sly on him. He might be able to come in behind him and stab him in the back. Slow here.
They're
Slow
just
it
playing
down.
it slow.
Jay can be grabbing. So close. I mean, Swig's right there. He just has to. Either one has to swing.
Spike planted.
Now it's down to a 2v2. Jay knows where he is. Looks like he's not able to connect those shots right away.
Use his ultimate to be able to take space.
One enemy remaining.
Okay. I mean, I like that because what he's doing is they can't see Jay when the enemy team can't see Jay with that yet. But if he just stands directly in front of them, he just tells yAime, shoot here, just shoot right in front of me, and you'll be able to grab him.
Yeah.
And that's what that tells him. And hey, it worked.
Yeah.
yAime was able to grab the last player of AKRON. Jay gets the defuse. It's 12-7 now. And hey.
That was good. That was really good play. I'd like to see the teamwork there between them.
And that wasn't all of their ults. They didn't dump every
Yeah.
tool that they had. So now we still have the Cypher's ultimate as well as the good old Omen ult that we always seem to have. And so, but that could be the difference here in one of these matches.
Yeah, and we're definitely closing the score up, which is really nice to see. I am really glad that we're not getting totally destroyed by AKRON here. We are able to kind of catch up right now.
Yeah, and
This is a nice spot.
like I said, it's all about, okay, they can bleed here. The Titan can be worked. It's not an impossible game here. Jay's gonna get found. He's gonna have to back up off the map. That's the second time.
Yep. Yeah, still getting used to the map.
And
Definitely.
That's the whole thing on A site. It's just these two pits on these two sides where you can just
Fall
walk
in.
right off and teleport back. You're not maybe able to see.
Oh, and we're getting picked off one by one here, and just having that teammate just accidentally die is not helping us.
1v the world. It's gonna be just yAime here is gonna be working to clean it up. Oh, he grabs one.
Yeah.
Very nice. See if he's able to continue keeping this up. No, that's okay. That's 12. That's 13-7.
That's not too bad.
Coming
I'll
into this
take it.
round with 3 points, grabbing.
Yeah.
That's 4. I can do math. That's 4 points. Hey, that's pretty good.
Yeah, we were able to definitely get the score more even in the later of the game. And I think we got to learn a lot here. We got to learn how AKRON plays, and we can apply that to the next map.
It's going to be, I mean, Stroganoff, no matter, even with everything that happened there, Stroganoff held it with 22 points.
Yeah.
With 22 kills. He was able to keep that going all the way through, and hey,
Yep.
right on. That's what I like to see.
Hopefully we keep seeing that. Yeah, so we will see you guys after this little break. Thank you for still tuning in after our technical
It's going to be
difficulties.
Sunset coming up next. A map CMU is much more confident with. We'll see how they're able to adapt right after this break.
Yep, goodbye.
Enemy killed.
One enemy remaining.
Be still. No more.
Last player standing. One enemy. One enemy.
On target.
Bye.
A fine. Found my wire. No hard feelings.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back.
Yeah.
It's map 2. It's going to be Sunset here. As we get our map picks going in, it's going to be trying to figure out what's going on here. CMU set on the back foot for the first one. They're down 1 point.
Yep.
7-13 was that original score.
But now we're on to Sunset, new map. We can definitely win this one. We have done pretty good on Sunset in the past. It's been like 50-50, but I have hope in us. We've been practicing a lot on Sunset, so we definitely can take the win here.
It's a familiar map here, and this familiar is exactly what CMU needs. I mean, I've heard our players say before, Sunset's one of their stronger maps. There's one they feel much more confident on, which is exactly what I think we needed. It's just, okay, shake off whatever happened on Abyss. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's all about here, Sunset, as we get our map picks in. Okay, just reset and play the game. All you gotta do is play your game. And it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
You know, especially because tech pauses and then going down 7-13. It's easy to get in your head maybe if you didn't perform as well as you wanted to. You know, maybe if you fell off the map a couple of times or something like that. But
I don't know who would do that though.
So it's easy to get in your head, and so it's important here for CMU to be able to just fully reset. Don't worry about it. Just play the game. It's gonna be locking in. We're not gonna have any new characters here. I've forgotten the name of the character who we just saw. That's okay. The newest character, the newest agent that was just played isn't on the team anymore for AKRON. They got a different team here, and interesting. It's gonna be pretty similar team comps in here. We have our just one sentinel here on both sides, one initiator, double duelist. Well, I think ISO is ISO an initiator. I think ISO might be an initiator.
I have no idea.
I do believe ISO counts as an initiator. Or is it a duelist? It's been a minute, and they'll kind of bleed together, I won't lie. But that's okay. CMU's got to play their their comfort comp here. We can see it's going to be Jay and
Right here.
Jay and yAime are going to be here to be able to play the initiation that they want to be seeing here. Double initiator, it's going to be the Sova and the Gecko. It's going to be able to try to get a lot of intel and then also a lot of blinds, a lot of flashes and things like that to be able to get them in. And we'll see how we do. Shaking off the rush, shaking off the bad vibes. 5 seconds until the wall drops here.
Yeah, and we're on attack again. It will be nice to see Jay on Gecko again because he seems to do really well on Gecko in the past. And it's really nice to have Wingman when it comes down to those 1v1s. So
pushing fast here. The wall's going to go up just to slow him down a little bit. Nate's going to go out and see if he gets anything.
We're pushing onto east side, trying to be able to plant that spike. Looks like we are successful.
But as successful as it is, it's going to be some ugly fight here. But
yAime able to really pick them down, but he's so low on
18
health
health.
here.
Not much you can do.
Yeah.
Unfortunate there. It's going to be... We were looking pretty good on our pistol rounds, but...
That was really close though. Like it was a very close map there. It came down to a 1v1.
The big thing that happened there, I believe, actually was PokeChamp that was able to grab a collateral that shot 2 players with 1 bullet with that sheriff. That's what made it a key difference in that match, or in that one round there, is the sheriff shot straight through one player into another, and because they were stacked up, their things got so hectic, they weren't really paying attention to where they are set up against each other. And those collaterals were super deadly because in a second it changed the tempo of that fight.
Yeah. Looks like we're gonna head more towards kind of mid, kind of A.
Finally looking towards A, but that gives us the opportunity to be able to control A here if we can do it. And a little bit of intel as the scan dart goes out. It's gonna go too deep to be able to do anything, and while it goes out, Reginator grabs J. Oh, well, actually it worked out. It grabbed Neon.
And already we're down to just 2 players left. We're able to pick this out so fast.
Ooh, bugs.
With our really bad economy, there was only so much we could do. They just outgunned us.
Outmanned, outgunned. It's gonna be what it is. 2 O's now.
We should have more equal economy, hopefully.
Going in for the anti-eco, or anti-bonus, excuse me. You can see it. Trying to hopefully buy up as much as they can. They have a little bit of money. But it's all about whether AKRON decides to buy full here or to continue trying to let that bonus ride out. Because if they can win the bonus round, it gives them so much money to be able to play with. Or could shut them down. But that's why you play the bonus, right? It's about, hey, try to let it ride if you can. Now it's going to be an A push here, dodging the utility as best they can.
Yeah, struggling really close there. Our sniper is already taken out, making it a 4v5, and Befstroganoff also picked off. We're just falling
Spike
one
down,
by one.
mid.
AKRON
Last
is able to
player
just
standing.
close in around them from all sides, pushing in so aggressive, not taking any second to wait. A
And a
full
ace.
ace.
Wow.
Swig grabbing what he needed to.
We haven't really seen that many aces at all, so seeing that is kind of crazy here.
You can definitely tell Swig's definitely feeling pretty good tonight. He had his warm up.
Uh-huh.
He ate his Cheerios. Paid off. And now, whew, okay, CMU, don't worry about him. Just trying to grab their point if they can. But yeah, I mean, it's the reason that's kind of what Neon's really good at. They slide in and he'll just push so fast. The only character to be able to sprint around is the only character to be able to really set the tempo that high. And it looks like AKRON's looking to ride that wave as long as possible,
Yeah,
pushing
they're
in
pushing
through
right
A.
in.
And then Stroganoff's gonna say, not quite, take a step back.
Last
So
player
they're getting
standing.
picked off one by one, and it's just left to yAime. Luckily, he's on full health.
One
That
enemy
Neon is
remaining.
coming in.
Beautiful flick, nice. And Boombot's gonna try to grab a little bit of info, figuring out
Unfortunately,
sides.
we won't get any. This is.
So tense here. There's the contact.
We know where each other are now.
Uh-oh.
Going in with that ult.
Come on. So close. Did get him super low though. You can see up in the top, that Sage there is so low. He's gonna use the orb to be able to heal himself up a little bit, and yAime was able to grab the spike, which means he's got full health. He can take a few extra bullets, but spike's down. Let's see where those bullets fly. Both teams the Vandal here. PokeChamp 29 health.
Yeah, it's gonna be a close call here. It really will depend on who sees who's first.
I imagine what yAime's looking to do. He's playing off of the tap. He's gonna hear. That's the defuse. That tells him. Okay, there's. He's looking to stick it.
Oh,
Nice.
able to pick them off.
Flank all the way around. It wasn't. It looks like PokeChamp was looking for the wrong direction. Wasn't ready for the flank all the way around to the side there. That works out.
Yeah.
3-1's gonna be. yAime giving the CMU their first point.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like even though Central Michigan is really comfortable with this map, it seems like AKRON also is very comfortable with this map, so...
It's been in the rotation quite a lot lately. I mean, the last 2 seasons has been played quite a lot, but see, so it makes sense that both teams are pretty confident in it. And remember, AKRON is a championship team, not a championship team, but a playoffs team at the very least. They made it all the way deep into like 3rd or 4th place in the total championship series. So this is a team that has a pretty clean idea of how to play these maps. yAime, the beautiful opening kill, is going to say no to maybe that. Maybe say no to that opening T-Bugs.
You just keep getting picked off on these angles.
Tripwire's going to tell him a little bit of information.
Not able to
player
connect
standing.
those shots. We just are
Spike down
seeing
mid.
a lot of people not being able to anticipate where these members are and not being able to hit the shots. But BeefStroganoff is going against the grain of
good
his
for
team.
it.
He
He's
is
good
hitting
for
his
it.
angles. He's hitting his
So
shots.
close. God, there's so many.
He has 1 HP, 1 straight
1 HP and a
bullet
dream to see what happens here.
to take him out. And,
Yep. Literally one straight bullet through the wall.
yep, is
Sweet.
able to hit.
So he grabs that kill. 4-1 now against the side of CMU. And the tempo is looking firmly on the side of AKRON. They are firmly in the driver's seat. So you can see the buys. CMU doesn't got too much money to play for. Classic for Spad. Oh, well, I shouldn't say that until the round gets closer to set. And actually, the buys are locked in. But
Yeah, but BeefStroganoff has proven that he is able to connect these shots. We just really need his team to survive long enough to
yAime
help
with the
boost
hero
it.
rifle, and this is the player you want to see it in, because he's the one who's made it work before. If there's anyone who can take care of it, come on.
Connect those shots, and he is able to.
I hope the damage wasn't done or it wasn't enough to be able to put CMU off. If they are going to grab 1, and they just hoping to even up that player number here, or else those numbers start looking farther and farther for the side of AKRON. yAime's hiding. He's going to try to just play quiet. Okay.
Player standing.
Unfortunately, he did not expect them to be surrounding him, and only so much that he can do by himself.
Yeah.
This does lead to another win, making it 5-1.
Looks slipping farther and farther away. I think a timeout here might be kind of nice to see as we push in deeper into this to say, okay,
Yeah, no timeouts have been used except for a tech timeout, so might want to end up using one of those eventually.
pump the brakes a little bit. You know, that's like I said earlier. You know, that's how those tech timeouts, but also the normal timeouts that the players are given, gives a chance to reset, to breathe, to let the tempo breathe for a second. As we see 5 ultimates on the side for CMU, I'm hoping one of them gets used here. Pushing in, a little bit of a split push here, a lot of action happening over on mid, a lot of players going down.
BeefStroganoff able to win that 1v1 there.
Just enough to tie it up.
Yeah, he is really low on HP though. Really benefit his team so much right now.
CMU's looking to recollect, reorganize, reset over on mid here.
Yeah.
And slowly start to lurk over to A. You can see yAime and Jay are going to be watching the flank, making sure that that one player lurking that Sage lurking all the way from CT doesn't do too much damage, but it seems like as they swing, Jay.
Fortunately, only Jay is able to kill off that member, leaving him by himself.
Here comes the flank.
Yep. Hopefully he's
Let's
anticipating.
get his gun out.
Oh, he is able to. Sage backing up.
But he's getting pinched from both sides here. This
only
is
so much he can do right now, and yeah, with him being surrounded and by himself, he can't really do much for his team there.
Vorchez used the he had a vulnerability, he had an overshield, the things that make ISO so strong there in that 1v1 scenario, and just doesn't work out. And then many bullets as you can. One of them's got to get through the shield, and by then it's just too late. 6-1 now as CMU gets farther and farther behind here. Again, 5 ultimates.
Yeah.
They could be nice to use.
Yeah, but the other team has 4 at this point. It
Eyes
could
up.
just be a crazy util from both sides. It'll be interesting to see how they
Standing
use
ahead.
them now.
Yeah, Dart's gonna go out. Gonna go really deep here, and the ultimate side of AKRON. Swig's gonna grab yAime.
And already it's Central is down to 2 players.
Here earlier, Reach used his ult as well. I don't think he got too much, but doesn't matter. Flawless. CMU pushed all the way back into their spawn.
Yeah.
Power of those ultimates. I mean, you don't gotta use all 5 of them. 2, as AKRON just showed you, 2 of them works fine.
Yeah.
And 7-1 now as we go farther into this first half. This is not the way CMU wanted this to go. Reginator and Swig, 12 and 11 kills per. Or on CMU, only 9 and 5. So that's been difficult getting things moving. The money is looking a little dry here as a
Yeah.
result.
Looks like our economy is not good right now, which means it's going to be hard to win this next round as well.
But doors go up, teams come out, and then we'll see how CMU is able to continue. Look for an opening. Only 1 point they've got the entire game.
Looks like they are now getting pushed back to their spawn.
So scared of the aggression that this AKRON has laid forth for the last 8 rounds now. Good BeefStroganoff.
Not able to pick that.
Grabs a good headshot. 3 players. CMU is looking to grab something, but the line does so much work to push that off. Okay, yAime. Last pack kill to push out.
Yep, and only one more member that they need to pick off.
I say that PokeChamp grabs 2. Okay,
Perfect, thrifty.
that's 2.
We needed that. We needed that thrifty round.
We got another 2 rounds left in the half here. It's gonna be okay. So the best case scenario would be a 7-4, which actually puts them pretty close. Only 3 points would be remaining to be able to tie that back up. That's doable. That's a pistol round. The round that comes after the pistol, the kind of freebie that happens, and then, just needs that extra one. Hey, look at that, we're tied up. So now CMU, hopefully, we grabbed 1, looking to carry that out through the end of this half. An extra 2 points here could be really useful.
Definitely could be. Looks like they're going to be a little bit more split up this time. And it looks like, again, AKRON is just going to push right in.
They think that they can do it, and looks like this could be the answer for CMU. Wait for the aggression. Just let them play into your hand. You have the angle. Why not wait?
Yeah, might as well. If they know that everyone's going to just keep pushing in, you might as well just be ready and have those angles ready.
Okay, AKRON's pumped the brakes. They're ready to say, okay, fine, we'll relax, we'll chill out for a little bit. Now CMU's able to push in just a little bit further into that B site, excuse me.
Yeah, hopefully they're anticipating meeting these players out here, checking their angles still.
Anticipate they did. That's gonna be an extra kill. Bugs going down for Spad. Mid here is gonna be a little bit more aggression.
yAime
Very nice.
finding that angle.
CMU finally seems to finally be a little bit in control of what's going on here, because AKRON keeps trying to push in, keeps thinking that CMU is pushed farther in than they actually have, but CMU just chill out seems to be the answer here as they go all 5 of their players into 2.
Yeah, Central Michigan taking the. Unfortunately, not able to connect those shots.
One
with
enemy
one of those
remaining.
members.
And so 1 player left as Regner finally falls to the hands of Spad. There it is. Okay, CMU, let's go. Nice. Very good.
Able to get another win. Hopefully, we can get this next one before the half.
CMU has finally maybe figured out how AKRON likes to play this defense. They like to push super aggressive, and even past the first point, right? They played that first engagement. They pumped the brakes, but then CMU continued to wait, even as they slowly pushed in. AKRON thought that they were farther in than they actually were. Thought, okay, surely these guys have pushed in. I'm going to grab them on the side. But CMU was ready and waiting for them. And that's what mattered in this map. That's what got them the kills. yAime has done a beautiful job clearing these kills. He's 14. He's tied with the top frag on the other side. And we'll see how this goes. Another split push here. Another slower push here. As 3 players over closer to A just hang out.
Yeah, looks like they're expecting them to push in again, but they're choosing to hang more back this time. So.
Poke Champ's looking for, he's going to put the wall up, which is going to block off CMU's hopes of going towards A, at least until that wall drops. But it's a good long while till that happens. In the meanwhile, AKRON is able to push in, kind of try to constrict the team here. And look, in the meanwhile, over on B side, CMU's actually able to get some pretty good handle on things. They've got the site down. That's where the spike is. Makes Spad for 2. Looks like they were all, the focus was over on B with that, or over on A, but that's not what the spike was. Now CMU hoping to stabilize. Bannable grabs another one to be able to help pump the brakes here, help even things out. Gosh. Bugs
We're down to a 2v2.
does his work that he needs to.
BeefStroganoff able to connect those shots.
Okay.
Able to pick off both of the last 2.
That res is such a risky ultimate. For that reason, there's such a long time till they're able to actually pull their gun out. Good. CMU with 4 at the end of this half. Okay. Like we said earlier, you know, this put CMU in a pretty good. Oh wait, I miscounted.
Oh, well, we got one more round. Well, hopefully Central Michigan can also get this one.
It looks like this is, they've kind of started to figure out how to read this team about how to play this properly, and it is just a patience game. It's a long road here to be able to get this up. But if CMU's able to continue driving this forward, driving their game forward as they start to play their game, not AKRON's game,
Yeah.
it's a 5-7 could be even a 5-7 could be even better for CMU.
Yeah, definitely. And both are on full buys, so being able to see similar guns will be nice because Central Michigan doesn't have to keep fighting with lesser guns.
They have lesser guns, but they do have more ults here as one gets used. But in the meantime, Spad's going to be grabbed down by Reginator. Oh, but the armor is going to block from... That's crazy. The armor, the overhealth that he had, Orchez had, blocked.
That ultimate, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. Then goes the boom bot. It's going to grab it.
Down to a 2v2.
Decent trades coming out.
Bannable not able to connect those shots.
Reginator with the
Another
ace.
ace. Dang.
Yeah, he's been a kind of a star player here. It was him and the Neon, Reginator and the Neon, which is going to be definitely the players to watch here. They've done so much. It looks like CMU just, the crosshairs aren't where they're looking to be. Maybe a little bit of nerves, maybe just a little bit of not ready for where AKRON likes to play.
The uncertainty of where they're going to pop out and just not being able to put their crosshairs right where they are going to be at. But we are to another pistol round. Central Michigan won the last one. I think they won the last one.
Yeah, they did.
All right,
They won the last, if we were able to pull up the scoreboard again, you're able to see that pulls, they won the last 3. They won the first one and then the next 2 afterwards. Which, if that happens again, would put CMU 7 and 8, which would be exactly what CMU needs to bring this back.
Definitely.
AKRON's ready to go fast as they come flying through on a B here.
Yeah, looks like they're just fully pushing in on the site. I don't know if Central Michigan was fully anticipating it, but they are able to get most of the kills here. It's now down to a 3-4 in Central Michigan's favor.
Hope Champ's gonna go down, and hey, CMU again. Once again, what happened there? CMU just chill, just relax, just don't meet that aggression, because what happened there is, from my eye, it looked like AKRON completely overextended. They pushed all 3 of them right into CMU's hands. They didn't wait to see, is there players there? Are we going to use util to find out? No, just go fast is the play. And it
didn't pay out for them this time.
Not at all. That aggression seems to be maybe a little overheating is what it looks like. These players think they're invincible.
Yeah.
It's all guns now. It's going to be Bulldogs and Spectres on the side for CMU.
Yeah, and our economy right now is so much better than theirs, so that definitely gives us a little bit of advantage. Looks like, again, they're just really pushing in on A.
Swig, no, yAime knows where Swig is. You can imagine hearing the rest of the AKRON there.
Oh,
Yep.
he's able to pick out them
2 through the smoke.
That was
Beautiful.
amazing. And he is able to get the other players
Bugs
such
so
low
low. I mean, this
health.
gotta be so. You can, come on,
Both
yAime,
of
you can
them
do it,
over
buddy.
there on low health.
Okay, well.
I mean,
One
that
enemy
still is
remaining.
really good. There's just the Sage left on your side now. Easy pick for Jay.
Yep, because he knew that PokeChamp had the shotgun, which means play back, don't get up in his face, don't let that shotgun do work.
Yeah.
That's 2 rounds now, 6-8 as CMU
Yeah, we're
finally.
closing that gap really
They
fast
found their
now.
footing for sure, and
Yeah.
how far forward they push this. That's what matters. That's what's important here. All of AKRON riles up onto A. They're looking to continue pushing in. See, maybe now we have firepower. Now we have weapons. Can we drive it forward once again?
Yeah, much more equal economy here. And it looks like we're not going to touch A at all right now.
Nope.
So
What
we'll
that
see how
means?
that goes.
What that means is AKRON's going to waste a bunch of util here. They're going to trying to scan, trying to push out. It's not going to do anything here as CMU. Okay.
Yeah, looks like Central Machine is going to come from behind.
And it's going to be a decent trade. You're going to grab the gun that went down. That does mean the spike is clearly planted as BeefStroganoff going to be facing.
Player standing.
And it's just down to Spad. A lot of those shots are just not connecting just right.
Such a messy engagement from the flank. It's going to be so close. Spad is all up to him. The Sentinel, the guy who usually plays defense, is going to have to play
Yeah.
offense here.
And I just see this being really hard for him to retake this.
You can see it on the vision cones here. That breach played by Bugs, he's looking for him. He knows exactly where he could be holding out from. But he looked away. He missed it. He didn't see that Spad entered. Maybe he heard the footsteps.
He's picked off. Only so much he can do by himself.
And that's 9-6 CMU. Not gonna give AKRON's not gonna give CMU all the points that they were hoping for.
Luckily, we're not in a 9-3 this time. We don't have that bad luck this time. So we can still definitely... This gap isn't that big.
No.
We can still definitely close it.
We ran on the other side. We did a 3-point run earlier. We've done this multiple times before. It's just about being able to stabilize, being able to relax, figure out how to play this. The aggression is still super fast from... Oh, he made it through the door. Wow.
Unfortunately, BeefStroganoff only able to do so much with that util in his face. Spad getting picked off.
You will not kill my allies.
And
Gosh.
they were able to revive. So
Completely undo the one kill that CMU was able to get, which is technically a flawless, although it's not going to count because we did grab one and use the ult for it. Okay. That puts CMU down.
yeah, that's not going our favor that well. It's gonna push our economy to be a little lower this time. Unfortunately, it's gonna be harder to win this next round.
I would love a miracle is what I'll say. We can see that we got some ults that are coming online here. Swig almost has his. Vorchez almost has his on the side of CMU. yAime and Jay they're 1 point off. They're 1 kill. They're 1 ult orb. Just so close to being able to have something that could be the key point here to be able to turn this back around.
Definitely, I definitely think we need to see them getting that util that they can use, because it seems like even though we were able to find out their pattern, AKRON just changed their strategy just that little bit that Central Michigan is not able to keep up with that.
That's the way that this game goes. It's all about the adaptations. Okay. It's going to be a decent trade here. It's maybe not the full torrential flood here of AKRON pushing out, but it's a slow trickle.
BeefStroganoff able to get a couple kills before he's taken out.
Spike still has not gone down. Looks like both teams know where the enemy team is, which means that they grab that spike. Okay. Grab the spike in that last engagement.
One enemy remaining.
Come on,
Being able to
CMU.
pick off. There's just one player left now.
There it is.
They're
What
able
a
to
beautiful,
get that.
nice shot from
Yeah.
that Shader with that
And
share.
with their economy not being the best, that was really amazing to
Holy
see.
cow, that's exactly what CMU wanted.
Yeah. And it's what we needed.
Yeah, that's exactly what CMU did, because it didn't cost them that much. It didn't cost CMU much at all, and that Thrifty
Yeah.
did cost Akron quite a lot. We'll
Yeah.
see, probably Akron's going to be forced down onto a save here, which could help CMU out to continue pushing forward. And again, the answer here seems pretty clear, and I really hope CMU sees it. The answer is to just play patient. We saw it there where it was Bannable, and I think it was Spad, I believe. Spad or Stroganoff was just sitting there with their buckies,
Yeah,
just chill.
Just waiting.
just waiting. And, of course, Akron plays in. They rotate directly into that line of fire, slug straight to the chest, and down they go. It's all about relaxing, and don't let Akron play their own game here.
Yeah, now we have multiple ults here that we can definitely see in play, so I'm really hoping that we can see some of those. Bannable able to pick off
Spike
some,
down
and it's now
A.
down to a 3v3.
Spike goes down, which means that Akron is going to have to push into Bannable to be able to grab that, which is going to be easier said than done. Stroganoff with the flank is going to go down.
Now down to a 2v2. Jay really low here. It's going to be... yeah.
Looks like Bugs was able to come all the way around on the flank to be able to take that. Or maybe it was that Astra. I'm not certain who was able to flank around there.
Yeah, I don't know, but they were able to pick him off. He was so low on health, he could only do so much.
Okay, it's 11-7 now. 2 points away for match point. For
We
match
did-
and set point.
We did in the last round 13-7, so I'm really hoping that we can at the very least get higher than that 7.
You have our
Get
ultimates.
A couple more games.
Please, I would love to see them. Let's use them.
Yep.
I mean, Thrash here would maybe even just be able to, in a post plant scenario, is pretty good at being able to clear out of sight. I saw Swig with. Okay,
Yeah, able
Mike.
to get 2.
Let's go, Bannable. Nice.
Yeah.
Ready to receive the aggression, and
Yeah.
2 bullets straight to the head is all that it takes to be able to put this so far against Akron, where they are kind of left stumbling. I go, oh,
There.
what now?
yeah, they're down to 2 players with Central Michigan still having their full 5. And they're kind of stuck in this little area right now. Only so
Enemy
much they can
remaining.
do. Trying to push
Spike
forward.
down
It's
A.
not working out for them. So now we only got 1 person left that we have to take out.
yAime is looking, not quite able to grab that high ground there, but it's all gas, no brakes for CMU. Finally trying to, please hang out. Just, okay. I know I said all gas, no brakes, but holy cow, that looked really scary there as we played into the enemy team like that.
Yeah, that was a little bit closer than what I wanted it to be. I was really hoping for a flawless there, but unfortunately not able to get that. But
That's okay. We got the win, and the win is what matters here.
yep,
It looks
the
like
win is what matters. We are now above that 7 from last map.
I can see over on the side of Akron, they don't have much money. PokeChamp has 250. Swig can't buy a Vandal, or else it puts him way too low. Bugs, 450 himself. I mean, CMU's not too much better. Spad and Jay are looking pretty good on their credits, but yAime and Bannable are certainly
Yeah.
not, which means this round could be very important about what happens.
Ooh,
Breach ult's gonna get used.
Oh, and he still is able to get that pick there.
Yeah,
Even
Swig
with
definitely
that,
thinks he's invincible, I
Yeah.
believe.
He's just running in every single time and he gets
Like CMU,
picked.
this has happened multiple times. Like CMU still isn't ready. Get your gun out, yAime.
It's a little disappointing to see. It's down to a 2v4.
Last
Let's say
player
2v3,
standing.
1v3 now, 1v4. Okay, 1v3. There we go.
Yeah, with them being able to res characters, it's
Swig brought back from the dead to be able to
yeah,
push this farther, make it even more difficult against Bannable.
yeah. That is the one thing that sucks about Sage is just it adds the numbers to their team, and you can only do so much against their numbers.
Michael's not, or Michael Bannable. The actual name is Michael, but Bannable is not ready to be done yet. He's gonna use his smoke, protect him a little bit as he grabs a tap, swings out. He can't hold it.
Hopefully he's able to connect these shots, and unfortunately he's not.
The time was running against him anyways. It looked like the Sage on Akron was ready. If the breach died, the Sage was ready to just hang out if anything happened. So that was a very unwinnable situation for Bannable, unfortunately. And now here we are, with what could be the final game of the final round of the series. 25 kills from Reganade. You got to give him props. That's an incredible sideline. I mean, his ultimate here could be kind of crazy. What it all does is just a big wall across the entire map and divides up. It could be across A, B, and mid here.
Yeah,
Just see
and
how
it
it
could be
goes.
devastating for Central Michigan here. And they do have some of their own ults, but who knows if they will be beneficial. Yeah, it looks like we probably won't be going to map 3 here, which is quite crazy because we've been going to map 3 almost every single time we played this game.
As you say, that Bugs and Swig are looking to start this round off on the side of AKRON very strong. It's going to be hard as Spad and Jay slowly trying to hang out, relax. Okay, that's going to be one. Okay.
Unfortunately, not able to get that pick.
Jump up again.
2v2.
Jay's got 3. He could be looking to make us some crazy plays here.
Hopefully, we definitely need it. Luckily, the Sage on their side is low on health, which could be that advantage that Central Michigan needs.
Stroganoff is going to go on the wide flank all the way around back through his original spawn.
Hopefully, the other team isn't anticipating it.
Oh boy, come on,
James
Borst.
trying to find out where these
One
team members
enemy
are.
remaining.
Now there's only one member left. This could be a
Be it. It
round
needs
for
to
Central
happen here. They
Michigan.
need to, okay, they're going to send
Sending
Wingman to be able to start the defuse.
Defusing.
There it is.
Perfect.
Whew.
And we are able to defuse again. Like, this Wingman ends up really being important in these rounds, being able to have that quote-unquote third person to do that defuse while the other two stand guard for that player.
You don't need Wingman to shoot, you just need him to sit on that spike, and that's what, well, the pressure that forced, because it forced AKRON to have to, the last player of AKRON to push out like that, and, it's not, CMU's back is against the wall, but never think that this team is down and out, because it seems like they can hold it out, they can keep this going, and we could be looking into an overtime scenario here. The buy is not looking good for AKRON. Swig has 0 credits after this. Up goes the thing. It's going to be able to see. There are players there. We were able to see that there's 3 stacked up looking to push forward.
Yeah, hopefully Jay is able to get this kill right here. Yes, he is. Is he? Oh, he's not able to get the Sage, unfortunately.
The 1-1 trade is going to make this difficult for CMU to be able to push in. They still might be able to use the all if they can get that line of sight on the body.
yAime not able to connect those shots correctly. Unfortunately, it just seems like with their players all stacked up, we are not able to take these 1v2 fights that well.
But what I do want to point out there is BeefStroganoff has it good.
BeefStroganoff.
It's covered. I mean, you saw it there. You were.
Yeah.
I didn't want to talk over you as
No,
Michael.
you're good.
Michael grabbed. I keep calling him Michael Bannable. Grabs a beautiful thing through the.
Oh, dang.
Very good Stroganoff.
Yeah.
With 3. I mean, he's been a star player all of these series.
Yes.
I want to highlight it here. I want to go back and look. We can't go back and rewind the tape, but you saw it. Bannable was blinded. He was just kind of blindly firing around, and he was able to just shooting the fire made that AKRON had to, okay, watch out, dodge the bullet, and that lasted long enough. He was able to, the blind cleared, and he immediately snapped in to grab that kill. That was such
amazing
a good
to
play.
see.
That was a really good play.
Yeah.
Now, okay.
And they are the AKRON's economy is not good right now. So we can definitely win this next round. We have the better guns. We have the shields. It's all about just seeing if we can play
About
this
how you
right.
play it, and it's looking like they're going to be pushing up through mid, the side corridor through mid. More importantly, it's about if the players here, yAime and Bannable, are able to hold off.
Bannable not able to handle the entire team firing at him all at once.
Jay's going to come up. There's going to be the reinforcements to be able to help try and slow this down. Yamei's going to grab another one, try to even out the score.
Unfortunately, down to a 3v2, down to a 3v1 with just BeefStroganoff left.
Thrifty's going to be the GG's to finish this up. That's going to be the end of the map and the match.
And that's going to be the end of it. Even though we did not win that, we got to see some really cool plays here from Central Michigan. We got to see them really aiming well and being able to line up their shots well. So overall, even though we did not win this, I still am glad that we got to see a lot of unique plays from Central.
Yeah, that was definitely there's a really, of course, obviously we didn't get that as the, maybe not exactly the view that we were hoping to get from that, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't leave that game with my head down. I still would let that, okay,
Yeah,
there's still good stuff there.
Yeah, we were playing against a really hard team, and we stood our ground. Like, we did pretty well for such a hard team. So, yeah.
And I mean, 25 kills was from Rigmaster, or the Astra, who's played there. It's going to be a lot to be able to hold that up. But the other score was CMU on the other side to be able to say, okay,
yeah,
they didn't play that well. They held that really, really well, and not enough.
Yeah, not enough, but we were really close. So overall, good match. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, even with our technical difficulties.
It's gonna be our next match is gonna be next Tuesday. It's escaping my mind about who that match is going to be, but it's gonna be, if you want more Valorant action, that's gonna be next Tuesday. Other than that, tomorrow it'll be our Rocket League team playing against Northeastern. Maybe if you want to tune in and say hi to that, I'll always appreciate you swinging by. For Cmich Esports, I'm Carter VGL Bobcat Chapman, joined by my co-host
Carley.
Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you all have a great night.
Yeah, see you later.
One enemy remaining. Down mid.
Take it out. My ult is ready.
Spike down B. Last player standing. Spike down B.
Snuff out. Ciao.
Eagle eye. Silence.
One enemy remaining.
Blinding. Nowhere to run.
One enemy remaining.
Bomb buddy out.
Spike planted. Last player. One enemy remaining.
It's you and me.
One enemy remaining.
Off your feet. Perfect.
Last player standing. Spike planted.